Hey everybody, welcome back to Hidden Springs Homestead. Today, mowing. And it's a hot one. But while I'm mowing, I got this little area that I let these guys kind of run around in and enjoy. Where I leave the grass tall. Whoop. Well, that didn't work very well. There we go. Daggone it. Hang on, let me set you guys up something. I'll let them munch on this while I mow. I did just mow this area here because I haven't had them on it in a while, and I'll give that a couple of days, and the next time I go to work and come back, I'll move the whole fence over to here, and this will grow up some too. But it's a hot one today, guys. It's going to be a hot week. I'm going to finish up this mowing and get on to something else. Might pound some T-posts today, but it's a busy day either way. And isn't Fuzzy's summer coat looking good? Thanks, bud. You like Robin? Dark coats feel hot. Well, they got plenty of water and plenty of shade because through the middle of their pasture over here is a line of trees, so they got plenty of shade. They're right next to the creek, so the creek kind of helps cool water keep in their area. Downfall of all that is in wintertime the creek keeps cold air in the area. So but I am going to keep on mowing, let these guys graze here. I know that mama's got to be hot. I don't know what to do to get her summer or winter coat off. She's rubbing up against the fence. We got, these cattle panels that are nice and rough on the edges. She's grinding on those. I don't know. Maybe she's just one that drops her coat a little bit later. Tried helping her by tugging on it. She didn't like that too much, so we stopped doing that. But I might just have to because the heat this week definitely concerning for her. But I'm gonna get back to it, and we'll see what else we get to today. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this one here. Something I noticed while I was mowing, and I forgot to do a couple hours ago on the Yanmar here, is to give a 100-hour update. We were at 104 point something. It's worked very well. There's a couple things I don't care much for. The more I use this thing, the more I wish it had a skid steer quick attach. This Yanmar proprietary system, it works. It is an effective system. It's got some, it's got the R clips that you got to put on, and I don't care much for that because you lose them. I know they're cheap, you can replace them, but it's just the fact of it's a lot easier just to plop those little latches down. Other than that, I mean, it's a great engine. I've had no issues out of the engine except for when I got some debris in the fuel lines, and I fixed that. I got a funnel that has a filter in it, and so now that will help get the larger debris out and keep it from going into the gas tank and then into the fuel lines. But that was a me issue. I screwed the pooch on that one. Let's see. The lifting capacity, it's a 25 horsepower tractor. It's better. It's a better capacity than most other tractors in this weight class. It will, without the right ballast, you will lift up your back end, no sweat. There hasn't been a whole lot I couldn't lift up. We did have a land plane. I didn't actually end up filming that, but that land plane was insanely heavy and stuck out way far, and I ended up having to flip that thing around to have the box aspect of the land plane facing the front, the more closer to the tires, to get that off. The 3-point arms, again, I can lift everything. I couldn't lift that land plane. I had to actually put the thing in the lift position and then go behind and actually lift it up just to get it a couple inches off the ground. It got it off the ground, it just didn't get it very high. But again, that was an implement that is not, I mean, that was a 7-foot heavy duty land plane, guys. That's not a knock on this tractor. I was trying to use equipment that was way too big. However, that 7-foot box blade, it did pick it up. It utilized it. It used it just fine. I didn't drag a lot of material with that thing. Tractor just doesn't have the weight for that to really pull. But as far as mowing, moving hay bales, light digging work, I don't have a tooth bar on this thing. I don't know if I really will go for that, but as far as I got videos of us cruising and getting rocks up, and it'll dig some rocks up. It'll dig them out. It's no stump bucket. I would love to have a stump bucket for this thing. Those things are really cool, and they actually do. I know of a company, Goodworks Tractors. They make one that's a Yanmar, will directly attach to the Yanmar. Other things that I have done. Oh, guys, that little thing that I bolted onto the bucket, huge. I use that all the time between moving the trailer around and just hooking chains up to it and just dragging stuff. You guys, that's best $50 I've ever spent. Downfall is I ordered that from Vevor. I got another thing from Vevor inside. The receiver aspect of it, that is not a 2-inch receiver. It says it's 2 inches. It is 2 inch from outside to outside, not the inside. So I had to use a 1 1/4 inch receiver. I wish I had gotten one that dropped. That would be better, but I just got a straight shank one. If it ever becomes more of an issue, I might do something with it, but for now it works just fine. For the really low landscape trailer, that thing's really low. Aside from that, I wish it had a toolbox from the factory, but we got one mounted on there. Wasn't very difficult. Yeah, but all in all, guys, I like the tractor. Pretty much just stick around in low range. Oh yes, other thing I added on, hydraulic top link. This has been awesome, but I got the wrong size. I got one that's too short, so I've got to have this extra little linkage here to make it work for me, because it's too short. All in all, yes, it does work. Using the box blade, I didn't think about the aspect of the physics of the way a box blade works, and while dragging, it did bend down the guard for the PTO. Not a big deal. I had a sledgehammer, hit it with a sledgehammer, got it straightened out. That's still something to think about. Oh, there's a chicken down there. You see it? But that's it, guys. That's a little update. 100 hours with the Yanmar. Oh, yeah, one more thing I'd like to show you guys. These pedals, I think they're too close together. My boot, if I'm not paying attention, I'll try to be pushing down on both of them at the same time, and I won't realize it. So I wish those pedals were about another inch separated. And I mean, there's room here to do that. I just think, but I like the side-by-side design much better than the treadle pedal option. I had a tractor with a treadle pedal, and I just didn't care much for it. A little lawnmower. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for spending time with me. Thanks for liking and watching our stuff, and watching me be dumb and fail at being a YouTuber. But please consider giving us a like, a subscribe. A lot of our subscribers, or a lot of our viewers, are not subscribed. Like 98% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribers. So if you could please subscribe, that'd be great. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. It's hot. We're in a heat wave. This will probably come out after the heat wave is done on Friday, but what can you do? I can't get these out so quick. But thank you again for sharing your time with me and watching me try to figure all this out on my own. And as always, God bless you guys.